Welcome to SeeHear. What? Can we have a drum roll, please? Thank you. Now the fanfare.
Oh, wow.
And the final bit.
Too loud.
Yeah. Come on in.
Hello, I am the Dolly Yogurt. Welcome, welcome.
Who is that guy?
I don't know, let's get in there and find out.
Yogurt.
Hey everybody, Dick Cash here, doing a live podcast with JamesB. We're going to this is our episode 1, a kind of a test episode, but also we're going to put it up on over at SeeHear.net on the podcast tab after this is finished. So here's JamesB to introduce himself. Take her away. Are you there, James?
Hey, Dick. Yeah, JamesB here. How are you?
Good. So let's just start off by telling a bit about your background, about yourself, what you've been up to through the years and where you're at now and how you ended up there or whatever you want to tell us. Take her away.
Okay, I'm a Canadian guy. I left Canada and went to Hong Kong after a whole lot of radio and some TV ads. And went to Hong Kong, and suddenly I was a DJ again, which I hadn't been since a teenager, basically. But it was a kind of like a platform, and people got to know me as JamesB, which is actually my name, James B. Nicholson. B is for Barry, but in Hong Kong, I was kind of like James B with 2 E's. So it sort of fit in with the Hong Kong idea. There was even another guy by the name of Kenny B, who was Chinese, and they thought I must be his brother or something. Anyway, so after 22 years in Hong Kong, and lots of fun, working at commercial radio, I was the creative director there for a while, and then I kind of ended up freelancing, doing TV commercials, voiceovers, writing.
It's time now for the Crime Stopper's Notebook. It is said that when you go on vacation, you should cancel the newspaper and leave the porch light on. But actually, the opposite is true. Do not cancel the newspaper and let them pile up on your porch. Then, when a burglar comes to rob your house, he will see the piled up newspapers on your porch, and he will sit down on the step to read them. But the light on your porch will be turned off, so he won't be able to read the newspapers, and he will go away.
TV and radio commercials. I always like the idea that if you can make it funny somehow, people will listen instead of just regularly priced out now /2. You know, you hear that all the time, like at the end of a retail ad, they always wanted their phone number in there. So you do this ad, regularly priced at now /2, and then you get to the end, and now you give them a phone number. And I could not see people sitting there poised with their pencil and pad waiting for that number to come up. I don't think anybody ever called those numbers on the end of those retail type ads. But anyway, I was 22 years in Hong Kong. I didn't want to leave. But there was a shift in the economy, and it started to deteriorate for us foreigners. English became inappropriate after a while, and the phone stopped ringing. So I said to my wife, well, we got this place in Thailand. I think it's time we go there, and I'll build a studio there. And I'll keep doing stuff from Thailand. So now here we are on the island of Samui in the Gulf of Thailand. So that kind of brings it up to date.
Okay,
Been here
and then-
13 years at the end of this month.
So what did you actually do on the radio then? Because at the beginning we played a little clip from a little voiceover stuff you were doing. So
That was actually the SeeHear.net Flash site when Flash was, more popular and kind of coming in. My son in Canada made that site using all kinds of Flash material. So I did the little intro there, and that was the soundtrack.
Cool. Okay, and so what were you doing exactly on just all commercial work through when you moved to Koh Samui there? How'd you end up sending it to the customer?
There was a nice little program that we had at both ends, maybe something like this. I would do the ads. There'd be some guy at Star TV in Hong Kong in a control room. They would email me the scripts or whatever. So I got the script, and I can hear the soundtrack, the BG background in my headphones. And I would just supply the voice, get in all the cues, where say it was for a movie, suddenly somebody in the movie would talk, so I'd have to shut up and make sure that my little voiceover part.
You're watching Cinemax.
Was timed right so that I didn't step on the actor on the screen. And it worked quite well for a while, but there's an end to everything. And in this case, Star TV was owned by Rupert Murdoch, who owns Fox. And he ended up bringing in another team to replace the team at Star TV when he converted it to Fox TV.
That dirty rat?
Well, I was one of 200 people that kind of got let go on that.
Look at all the sodas.
Yeah, well, where's the gourmet section?
The...
Gourmet soda section. Here it is, Cool Mountain.
Wow.
Yeah, clear glass bottles.
What a striking array of brilliant colors. But I don't see any colas.
Nah, Cool Mountain don't make colas. You want a cola?
Yeah.
Go stand over there. Now.
Cool Mountain gourmet sodas. No colas. I came back.
So I see.
Can I have one of your Cool Mountains?
No.
The gourmet sodas with radically old-fashioned flavors.
And just to give a brief with this podcast, what's your idea about setting up the JamesB podcast, and what do you want to do in the future, and what kind of is your target market, or do you have any idea, or are you just going off the cuff, or like you said, you wanted to make it funny?
Yeah, I do, whenever we can. But, I put down a small list of, this is just a list of stuff that I was thinking we can talk about. Music, the universe, pharmaceuticals, the speed of light, time travel, dimensions, gravity control, nutrition, quantum stuff, civilizations, past, present, and future, stupid politicians, etc., etc. One thing I haven't got included in here is stem cell research. I've been in touch with a guy, a doctor in Australia, and in the future, I'd like to see him as a guest, or someone like him, someone who's an expert in stem cell research. Do you know what stem cell research is, Dick Cash?
I do, and they had a problem in a while. Some people didn't want it to happen, and guys.
Oh yeah, that was
the other fellow Canadian.
Well, I don't know about that, but it was the Bushes who found it to be morally unacceptable to do stem cell research, because it was at the time the only stem cells they could get were, I think it was from aborted babies or something.
Well, the Canadian I was thinking about was Michael J. Fox because he was involved with that,
Oh, of course, he's got Parkinson's.
right? So he was a advocator of stem cell research and trying to cure what he has.
Yeah, I don't know if that works for him, but what I've been reading, say you got a shoulder problem, muscle tear or something like that. You take the stem cells, you inject them into the problem area, and that's it. The regeneration starts to take place within a couple of weeks, and you don't have to have surgery. I'm sure surgeons are not too happy about this. It's like walking into a barbershop and saying, do I need a haircut?
Looking at really a wide spectrum of things, so it's kind of like where it's going to go, it'll go. Go ahead. And anyway, we hope to see everybody next week, and we'll start this rolling with Dick and JamesB for now. And we'll see how it all works here on our Google Hangouts, YouTube Live podcast. And you can find it on SeeHear.net/podcasts for your future information. And we'll take it over and out for there, and I'll stop the broadcast, and we'll see how she all worked out there, Mr. JamesB.
This is just a test.